Welcome to my daily review. You're looking at a daily chart of the Nasdaq, which had an inside day today on lighter volume, lighter than the prior day. But you can see the inside day here. It pulled back, I don't know, sold off maybe 120 points and then rallied towards the close. You can see that daily range at the bar there. You know, the hammer, it's closing near the high of the day. So it looks like a constructive day for the Nasdaq. Anyway, since the beginning of the year, go over this over and over again. But from January to February 2nd, it had a nice 15% gain, made it up to 12,269, then gave half of that back and a 50% retracement. And now has rallied higher. And we had to follow through day last week. And the Nasdaq is in rally mode in a power trend. And the 200 simple moving average is trending higher. If you just look here last week, look at that black number down at the bottom. 11,385, 11,387, 394, 400. Today is 406. So this slower moving, longer term trend is starting to trend higher. And you can see the faster moving averages is already trending higher. So the Nasdaq's in a power trend. A couple of stocks driving the Nasdaq is Apple. This one looks good, forming the right side of its base. Microsoft was in a consolidation pattern here, pulled back to its 10, shook some people out, then ripped higher. Microsoft looks good. Meta was up 76% in the first quarter of 2023. We had it on our watch list. This thing broke out and just extending gains today. That one looks good. Tesla, you know, they had deliveries. Doesn't really matter about the news. We're concerned with the reaction to the news. The reaction was not good, down 6%. But all it did was trade down to its 10 EMA. I like Tesla above the 200, so get it above 217, and I'm happy. I don't really like it below it, but you know it's probably going to be fine longer term. Today the theme was oil and gas, and this is Tidewater, oil and gas field services stock. This one did the Debo Samuel here, where it traded down below the 50, cut back and rallied through. You know, just a powerful move with volume. That's the way you want to see a stock retake the 50. With volume powering well above it now. It's 4.4% above the 50. So that's a good job by Tidewater. That one looks good. Devon, now people are talking about relative strength today. Oh, the oil stocks are strong. No, it's not. This thing is in a downtrend. The 200 to 50, all the moving averages are trending lower. Yeah, it had a great day. Congrats. It's got a good yield. But that's in a downtrend. Sorry. Occidental, which is the Warren Buffett stock. So if Warren likes it, everybody else likes it. It had a nice day today, 4%. I'm really not interested in these stocks. I know a lot of people are, but that's good for them. I'm not going to participate. Chevron, big part of the XLE. The XLE was up big today. It had a nice 4% gain and cleared its moving averages. I think AXON is a little bit stronger, and this one was above its 50 today. That's how you blast through the 50. See how it trade below then above with nice volume. So good for Exxon. Anyway, we're moving on. NVDA. This stock made a new 52-week high today. It hit 280. You can see there and just pulled back slightly, but you can see the relative strength indicated by the blue dot. And you can see it's just trending higher. This is a beautiful, if you're a trend trader, this is a beautiful trend. You just want to buy on these pullbacks. Pull back to the 21, pull back to the 21. Last week, it was down 3 days in a row, pull back to the 10 and got support. You know, so that's a stock to buy on. For me, a stock to buy on pullbacks. You can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Allegro Microsystems hit a high, and this one had a bearish outside day today, but probably, you know, made a new high and pullback. This thing's going to be fine. It traded down to its 10 EMA, and it's been finding support at its moving averages. I'm just being sarcastic about the candle. Don't want to read too much into those things. That stock is a beast. LSCC, Lattice Semiconductor, that one traded down to its 10 and, you know, closed up near the 97% of its daily range. So that's a nice hammer candle on that one. And definitely, I mean, just another trend like Allegro, like NVIDIA, these things are just trending higher. And if you want to own them like I do, I'm just going to be buying them on pullback. So I think that's the best way to do it. AMD, this stock had this at 90. I was a little late. Should have got in about 87. Bought it at 90, and then I thought it would have trouble at 100, so I sold it up here. And I just want to go because stocks have personalities, and sometimes they do things that over and over again, right? In 2020, when the rest of the market was ripping, AMD, this is August of 2020, and you know how every stock was ripping. This one made this cut pattern, looked like it was going to break out, and went sideways for 3 months before it broke out. So I don't want to sit through that again. I don't know if it's going to do it that again, but stocks have personalities and they tend to repeat their patterns. So I do not want to sit through that. And so AMD, I just wanted to show that from the summer of 2020. I don't want to sit through AMD doing that again. Anyway, let's go to drug stocks. This is Novo Nordisk. It was down slightly today. And then, just let's hone in on this breakout from the 145 area. It pulled back on news. I forget the news, like they lowered their insulin drug or something. It pulled back and ripped right through the 50. That's the old Debo right there. Boom, one cut and go. Dang. Give it the old forearm shiver and ripping higher here. Usually when a growth stock breaks out, you could expect, 15 to 20% gain. 20% would be about $28 from 145. So I'd say 163, 160 in that area. It's probably going to stall, but we'll see what happens with NVO. They just got the new products that are being eaten up there. And this is TGTX. This one traded below the 50 and stayed below there for a long time, traded tight. Today blasted through there. Nice 10% move. They have the multiple sclerosis drug. Viking, this one did a secondary after gapping up on trial news. And this one continues to make new highs. So that one's showing incredible strength. ISEE, I just want to show this one today. I don't know what they got to trial news or something. I forget. Anyway, making a new high. This one did have trial news, right? 16% move. So congrats to the longs there. Usually when a stock, biotech stock with no earnings or anything makes a move like that, I get rid of at least some of it because they're prone to do like secondary offerings and raise some cash while the stock is hot. So you got to be careful with those things. Anyway, that's enough of the drugs. I want to go to the retail because I love retail. ULTA making a new high today. You can see the trend here, pulled back to its 50 and found support and it's just trading higher. That's a good way to add on to these strong stocks. Tractor Supply, this was on our watch list a while ago, and I kind of gave up on it because it was moving slowly. But this one, it was definitely consolidating and powered through a buy point here today. So that's definitely one to watch. Tractor Supply showing strength. Texas Roadhouse, retail restaurant stock, making a new high today. This one was on our watch list before, but it's gone now. The shoe company, ONON, big gain on March 21st after earnings, and it powered higher. And today added on to its gains. Some people are calling this a short stroke. You can call it whatever you want. It's kind of a, had a lot of movement for a short stroke with a lot of volume too. Short stroke's supposed to be a quiet week, but anyway, call it whatever you want. This one has momentum. It's going higher. I think that's just my opinion. So that's my disclaimer. Do what you want. Don't do as I say. Do as you're going to do. You're going to do that anyway. Lululemon gapped up higher on earnings. That's a nice power earnings gap. Now it's just holding its gains. That Lululemon looks good to me as well. And Elf, got to mention Elf, just trending higher. I was a little concerned that it's 67% above its 200, but it could get 80, 90, 100% above before it cools off. So don't let that stop you from participating. CROX, this one, it broke through a little short-term downtrend line right here last week. I think it got upgraded by a company, I forget which one, but anyway, powered higher. I think an early entry here is in this area. CROX is just killing it with their sales and earnings, and the CEO loves the sandbag. Anyway, let's move on from the retail. I want to talk a little bit about some of our leaders, like showing relative strength that are on our leaderboard here. This is PERI, just continue to make new highs. This is trend is your friend, and that is one hell of a trend. So congrats to the longs there, and PERI on AXON as well, trending well, finding support at the 21. That one looks good. SMCI, that one pulled back last week to the 21, found support, blasted higher, nearly 6% today. So the longs are loving it there, and I cannot go without mentioning AI, because everything AI, just put AI in your name and you'll get 10,000 more followers on Twitter. So AI is everything this year. And I wanted to mention GFAI. Yeah, just a cool 171% move today. Yeah, security, safety stock. I looked into it. Robotics, software as a service, robotics, AI company. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Never give up.